Most diabetics do their best to cut sugar, take medications, and track their blood levels every single day. But many unknowingly eat foods that silently raise blood sugar and damage their insulin response without showing any early warning signs. These aren't rare or junk foods. Some are even labeled as healthy, making them harder to recognize and avoid completely. When you eat them regularly, they cause inflammation, worsen insulin resistance, and make diabetes harder to control long term. Even with a clean diet or active lifestyle, these foods can block your progress and lead to unexpected sugar spikes. They affect your nerves, blood vessels, heart health, and metabolism without you realizing the damage until it's already advanced. The problem is that most people don't realize how harmful these common items can be, especially for people over the age of 50. But don't worry, because today you'll discover the 7 worst foods every diabetic should avoid to protect their long-term health. You'll learn what they do inside your body, why they're so dangerous, and how to spot and replace them easily. Stick around until the end, because what you learn today might help you avoid serious complications and feel more in control again. Let's take this step together, because removing just a few harmful foods could change your health in ways you never expected. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, how careful are you with food labels when shopping for groceries? First on our list is white bread, a food that might seem harmless, but can be quite damaging for anyone with diabetes. White bread is made from refined flour, which has been stripped of its fiber, nutrients, and natural structure during processing. Without fiber to slow digestion, white bread quickly breaks down into glucose, causing rapid spikes in your blood sugar levels. These constant spikes force your pancreas to release more insulin, which over time can lead to insulin resistance and weight gain. You may feel full for a short while, but your energy drops quickly, making you crave more food soon after eating. This cycle of sugar spike and crash is especially dangerous for diabetics, as it puts extra stress on your entire system. Many people believe switching from sweets to bread is healthier, but white bread can spike blood sugar just as fast as candy. Even breads labeled enriched or fortified often contain hidden sugars and lack the fiber needed to control blood glucose properly. Replacing white bread with whole grain or low-carb alternatives can help you stabilize your levels and support long-term blood sugar control. It's also important to watch portion sizes and pair bread with healthy fats or proteins to slow down glucose absorption. By removing white bread from your diet, you give your body a chance to heal, balance insulin, and reduce overall inflammation. Remember, even small changes in your daily routine can add up and make a big difference in your diabetes management. If this surprised you, consider checking your food labels more closely. You might be eating more refined carbs than you realize. Go ahead and like this video if you're learning something new. It helps more people find this important information. Have you ever checked how quickly white bread affects your sugar levels? Share your experience in the comments below. Next in our list is sugary breakfast cereals, a common morning choice that may be doing more harm than you realize. Many cereals are marketed as whole grain, heart healthy, or low fat, but they're often loaded with added sugars and starches. Even small servings can contain more sugar than a donut, especially when you consider what's listed under different names on the label. From corn syrup and maltodextrin to fruit concentrate and cane sugar, these ingredients spike your blood sugar almost instantly after breakfast. You might feel a quick burst of energy, but soon after, your glucose crashes, leaving you tired, irritable, and craving more food. This roller coaster is dangerous for diabetics, as it stresses your pancreas and worsens insulin resistance over time. Most cereals also lack fiber and protein, 2 things your body needs to slow sugar absorption and keep you full for longer. What feels like a light breakfast actually sets you up for unstable energy, poor focus, and unpredictable blood sugar all day. Even cereals aimed at children or labeled natural or organic can be dangerously high in sugar for anyone managing diabetes. Switching to high-fiber, unsweetened cereals or warm breakfasts like oatmeal with seeds can provide much better blood sugar support. You can also balance your breakfast by adding a source of healthy fat or protein, such as nuts, eggs, or Greek yogurt. Eliminating sugary cereals is a powerful step toward reducing morning glucose spikes and gaining better control over your overall health. It's these small, smart decisions that protect your nerves, blood vessels, and metabolism from the inside out. If this is something you eat often, now is the perfect time to explore healthier options that taste good and support your goals. Comment below. What do you usually eat for breakfast? You might inspire someone else who's trying to make a healthy change. And don't forget to subscribe if you want more practical tips that make a real difference in managing diabetes every day. Moving on, we have sweetened yogurts, another food that's often considered healthy, but can be quite misleading for people with diabetes. Many flavored or fruit yogurts contain large amounts of added sugars, sometimes even more than a candy bar in a single cup. Even the low-fat or fat-free versions often compensate for taste by adding sweeteners, syrups, or thickened fruit purees loaded with sugar. When you eat these types of yogurts, your blood sugar can spike quickly, especially in the morning when your insulin sensitivity is lower. This quick rise is followed by a drop that leaves you tired, hungry, and more likely to crave additional carbs later on. Unfortunately, many people eat these every day thinking they're supporting their gut or getting enough calcium without realizing the hidden sugar impact. The lack of healthy fats also means the yogurt digests faster, pushing glucose into your bloodstream more rapidly than your body can handle. For diabetics, that fast spike increases inflammation, stresses your nerves, and forces your body to overwork just to restore balance. Instead, choose plain Greek yogurt or unsweetened options and add your own healthy toppings like cinnamon, flax seeds, or a few berries. These swaps give you the benefits of probiotics and protein without the sugar overload that worsens diabetes symptoms and long-term complications. Reading the nutrition label carefully is key. Even yogurts that seem natural or organic can hide dangerous levels of carbohydrates. By choosing better yogurt options, you support digestion, balance your blood sugar, and protect your metabolism from unnecessary spikes and crashes. Many of my patients have noticed more stable energy and better appetite control after removing sweetened yogurts from their morning routine. Take this small but powerful step. It could help you feel more in control of your meals and your blood sugar throughout the day. Have you ever checked the sugar content in your favorite yogurt? You might be surprised at what you find. Let me know below. If you're finding this helpful so far, hit the like button to help others discover the truth behind these common food mistakes. Another problematic food is French fries, a crispy snack that might taste good, but causes serious problems for people managing diabetes. French fries are made from starchy potatoes, which already have a high glycemic index and quickly convert to glucose once inside your body. When these potatoes are deep fried in unhealthy oils, the combination creates a perfect storm of blood sugar spikes and chronic inflammation. You might not feel the effects right away, but inside, your blood vessels, nerves, and insulin receptors are being damaged meal by meal. Fries also contain trans fats and oxidized oils, which are linked to higher risks of heart disease and insulin resistance in diabetics. Even if you eat a small portion, the rapid glucose absorption and inflammatory fat content can throw off your sugar balance for hours. What's worse is that fries are often eaten with ketchup, soda, or burgers, creating a meal that overloads your entire metabolic system. These foods combined lead to weight gain, fatigue, and worsening blood sugar control, making it harder for your body to stay balanced. Many people think sweet treats are the main problem, but salty snacks like fries can be equally dangerous for your glucose levels. If you enjoy potatoes, try roasting sweet potatoes or air frying them in olive oil with herbs to reduce harmful effects. Better yet, build meals around non-starchy vegetables, lean protein, and healthy fats that nourish your body without spiking your blood sugar. Avoiding French fries might seem like a small change, but it can reduce daily inflammation and protect your long-term diabetic health. The damage from fries isn't just short-term. It builds over time and can silently contribute to complications you don't feel right away. So the next time you feel tempted, remember your future health depends on what you choose to eat today. Have you ever tested your sugar after eating fries? What was your number like? Share your experience in the comments below. And if this information helps you, consider subscribing so you never miss a tip that could support your diabetes journey. Also harmful for diabetics are fruit juices, often mistaken as a healthy choice, but actually one of the most misleading drinks available. Fruit juice might come from natural sources, but once the fiber is removed, it becomes a concentrated sugar bomb for your body. Even a small glass of orange juice can contain the same amount of sugar as a can of soda without making you feel full. When you drink juice, the sugar enters your bloodstream rapidly, causing your blood glucose to spike higher than most solid foods. This fast spike forces your pancreas to release large amounts of insulin, putting extra pressure on your system to restore balance. Over time, repeated juice consumption increases insulin resistance, triggers inflammation, and contributes to nerve and blood vessel damage in diabetics. Juice also lacks the fiber that whole fruits provide. Fiber slows down sugar absorption and helps control your hunger after eating. You might think 100% juice, or no added sugar, makes it safe, but natural sugars are still too concentrated for diabetes management. Instead of juice, choose whole fruits like berries, apples, or guava, which offer fiber, antioxidants, and a slower rise in blood sugar. Another smart choice is to drink water infused with fruit slices, which gives flavor without the damaging sugar load of juice. Even so-called green juices or detox drinks can contain hidden fruit sugars that quickly undermine your blood sugar control efforts. By cutting out fruit juice, you lower daily sugar intake, stabilize your glucose, and reduce your risk for long-term complications. It's a simple change that supports healthier digestion, steadier energy, and fewer sugar crashes throughout the day. If you're used to drinking juice regularly, consider replacing it gradually with more hydrating and blood sugar-friendly options. What's your go-to drink in the morning? Juice, tea, or something else? Share your habit in the comments and inspire someone. And if you've made it this far, hit the like button to let YouTube know this video matters to diabetic health. Let's not forget baked goods and pastries, foods that may look innocent but are among the worst for people with diabetes. Items like muffins, donuts, cookies, and cakes are packed with refined flour, added sugars, and unhealthy fats that wreak havoc on your system. These ingredients digest rapidly, causing a sudden spike in your blood sugar, followed by a crash that leaves you tired and craving more. You might think having just one is harmless, but these treats often lead to a blood glucose roller coaster that's hard to recover from. The combination of sugar and trans fats in baked goods increases inflammation, insulin resistance, and the risk of heart disease in diabetics. Even pastries labeled sugar-free or low-fat can contain artificial sweeteners or refined starches that still raise your blood sugar dangerously fast. Consuming these foods regularly trains your body to expect constant sugar, making it harder to stabilize blood sugar even with medication. They also interfere with your hunger signals, so you may eat more than you need and gain weight over time without realizing it. Instead of store-bought treats, consider making diabetic-friendly snacks at home using almond flour, oats, cinnamon, and natural sweeteners like stevia. These alternatives can help you enjoy sweet flavors without spiking your glucose or harming your long-term health goals. It's not about never enjoying desserts. It's about choosing ingredients that work with your body, not against it. Removing pastries from your regular routine can help reduce fatigue, support better insulin function, and lower your risk of complications. Even a single decision, like skipping that morning muffin, can put you back in control of your blood sugar for the rest of the day. Have you ever measured your glucose after eating something sweet? What was your result? Share your number and help others learn too. And if this section opened your eyes, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you keep getting trusted advice that supports your journey. Finally, avoid processed meats like sausages, bacon, salami, and deli slices. These are highly inflammatory and harmful for diabetic health. While they may seem low in carbs, processed meats are packed with saturated fats, sodium, preservatives, and harmful chemicals like nitrates. These additives contribute to chronic inflammation, increased blood pressure, and reduced insulin sensitivity, making blood sugar control far more difficult. The saturated fats found in processed meats interfere with your body's ability to use insulin properly, worsening diabetic complications over time. Regularly eating these meats has been linked to higher risks of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even certain types of cancer. For diabetics, this means more nerve damage, circulation issues, and greater risk of complications like neuropathy, kidney strain, and vision problems. Processed meats also increase oxidative stress and harm the delicate inner lining of blood vessels, especially in older adults with diabetes. You might think having bacon or deli meat occasionally is fine, but over time these foods quietly add to your inflammatory burden. If you're looking for better options, switch to lean cuts of fresh meat, fish, beans, or plant-based proteins with heart-healthy fats. Foods like grilled chicken, salmon, lentils, and tofu support stable blood sugar while reducing the stress placed on your cardiovascular system. Making this shift doesn't mean giving up flavor. It means giving your body the clean fuel it needs to heal and perform. Cutting out processed meats gives your pancreas and liver space to function better, helping you regain balance over your glucose levels. This small but important change can protect your long-term health and lower the risk of diabetic complications that often come without warning. If processed meats are part of your weekly meals, now is the perfect time to make a positive change. What's your favorite healthy protein to cook at home? Comment below. You might inspire someone else to make a better meal choice today. And if this video is helping you understand diabetes more clearly, be sure to like and share it with someone who needs this. Now that you know the 7 worst foods for diabetics, you can start making more powerful choices to protect your health. These foods, white bread, sugary cereals, sweetened yogurts, fries, juices, pastries, and processed meats, may seem ordinary, but quietly worsen your condition. Removing or replacing even just a few of these can dramatically reduce sugar spikes, inflammation, and long-term damage to your nerves. Small adjustments in your diet can give your body the relief it needs to heal, balance insulin, and restore natural energy. You don't need to be perfect, just consistent, aware, and willing to take small steps that add up over time. Many diabetics feel stuck because they unknowingly eat these foods thinking they're safe or even good for managing blood sugar. Now you have the knowledge to read labels, ask questions, and take back control of what's going into your body daily. These 7 foods may be familiar, but when you avoid them, you give your heart, pancreas, and blood vessels new protection. So here's your next step. Look through your pantry and refrigerator today and remove at least one of these harmful items. Then replace it with something clean, healing, and supportive of your diabetic health goals. It's a change worth making. If this video helped you see things more clearly, like it, share it, and subscribe for more trusted diabetic health advice. What food on this list surprised you the most? Share your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.